Hi, my name is Jory, and today I'm going to be talking to you about an informational interview I did on Holly Levin. She is the Assistant Director of Bronco Fit at Boise State University. I asked her a total of 6 multi-part questions, and today I'm going to be talking about what the questions were and what her answers were. Question number 1. What was your degree? Was it specialized? And do you wish there were any other degrees or classes you would have taken? The degree Holly got was a master's in public health. Before she got that one, she received a BA in health promotion. Then she continued on to get her master's. Along with these 2 degrees, she also obtained 2 different certificates. One was community health education specialist, and the second was she is a trained and certified health coach. As for any other classes she wished she would have taken, she wishes that she would have taken a little bit more classes or focused a little bit more on the psychology area, because she stated that in order to promote health, you need to understand who you are trying to promote to. By learning about psychology, you learn about the mind and the different ways it works, which she believes would be extremely beneficial to know in a field where you're trying to get people to be healthier. The second question: what does a day in your life look like? After asking her this question, she stated that it's a difficult question for her to answer. One day is never the same as another. So she kind of just gave me a rundown of what her week looked like, and then she picked a specific day and just went through everything she did that day. So on the day that she showed me, she had an office meeting, a presentation to the staff about mindful breathing, and she worked on some flyers for the upcoming events with Bronco Fit, and then she had just a little bit of other things she had to do. Out of that day, the one that stood out to me the most was the idea that she was doing a presentation to the staff about mindful breathing. So I continued on to ask her, why did you do that for the staff? I thought you worked with the students. And she told me that part of teaching health at a university means that you not only teach it to the students, but you also teach it to the staff. For the staff to perform their best for the students, they need to try and be living their best and healthiest lives. In a way, she said that it wraps back around to the students, because the professor feels their best, they're likely to teach a better class, resulting in a better education for the students. I personally had no idea that this was part of her job, but the way that she explained it to me, it makes sense. Question number 3. How much time do you spend doing things you love outside of work? And along with this, do you think it would be a good job to have if you have a family? I got the response: it is like any other typical job. She has the 9-to-5 schedule. However, sometimes she gets to work from home. For instance, if she had no meetings that day or no presentations and was only doing computer work, she was allowed to work from home. As far as the questions about family and kids, she believes that it's absolutely a job that you can have with a family or with children. She currently has a 2-year-old that she stays at home with if she can work at home, or she sends them to daycare if she has to go into work. She loves her weekends because that's when she gets to do the things she loves. But another interesting fact about her job is she also teaches kickboxing classes at the rec. So she gets paid to do something she loves, which is pretty cool. Question number 4. What don't you like about your job? This was a hard question for her to answer, but mainly it came down to her saying that the only part she doesn't like about her job is you have to communicate with everyone, especially since she is the assistant director. And she said that sometimes she doesn't really get along with everyone, so having to work together with those people is not the best thing, or not the happiest thing for her to be doing. But other than that, she seems to really like her job. Number 5. What is the most important skill that someone like me, or someone looking into this career, could earn? She had a lot of different answers for this question, but the main takeaway was experience. Of course, she said that you need to take your classes seriously and learn the material and not just get the grades. But she said that it's most importantly to gain experience by talking to new people, teaching people things, being an outspoken person. A lot of the job is having the ability to communicate with others despite differences or circumstances. The last question, question number 6. Any tips for students like me as far as organizations to get involved with around Boise State, or unique skills, or any general life tips? In later years, she says that once you've graduated, or if you can do it before you graduated, she highly recommends getting certificates like she has. She said that sometimes you don't use all of your certificates. Like, she doesn't really use her health coaching one, but she said that 110% it helped her to get employed to the job that she wanted. As for groups specific to Boise State, she recommends joining the Bronco Fit Volunteers. And outside of BSU, organizations to get involved with are things like Special Olympics or anything that has to do with health or like education even, because you're teaching people things. And so in the end, she said that all experience is good experience and everything you do can relate to the future career that you're trying to get. And as for if I think I would like this job or not, I'm not 100% sure I would enjoy this job, just because I like a little bit more of like a structured job. And it sounds like, after hearing like about how her day is, that I'm not entirely sure that I would like be okay with being that flexible. And then last but not least, before I left, she told me that it is okay to not know what I want to do. And she told me to think of it this way. Think of it as a blessing as you get to explore and learn many, many more things than someone who has a one-track mind about their goals and what they're going to do. Thank you.